Alright, part 17, we're in the shed, impromptu video. We're now a couple of days since video 16.5. If you haven't watched that, that's when I actually got it to run. It's not run since. I spent all day messing around with it yesterday. I can't get it to run. I don't know what's wrong with the thing. It's driving me up the wall. But I know it can run. I know it's just I've got to figure out what it is that it wants. So I'm going through the motions. I've been back through because I'd pissed around with a carb load yesterday, and I've re-put that back to the settings that I had it running on yesterday. Have I done the mixture stream right? I can't remember. Not yesterday, day before, sorry. On that video, I was running a 15 pilot, a 150 main, I believe. And I only got it to run by cracking the throttle and getting it just right. And so then I was chasing my tail all day yesterday, trying to figure out what it is that it wanted. Nothing. Does it want more air? Does it want more fuel? Yeah, I had no joy. Just fucks about all day. Pissed me off. So I've been speaking to people all over the internet, maybe asking about my manifold design, any other fucking problems that it could be, their settings for them carbs. But somebody brought up the old regulator rectifier and said, possibly your regulator is shitting out, which might be causing irregular spark, or not as strong as it could be, what have you, and maybe that's the issue. Now, it seems plausible to me. It's easy enough to take off, so that's on the bench, there you go. And as you can see, I've never had this off before. That's WD-40. Yeah, and there's quite a lot of corrosion on the outer case thingy bob here. I can't remember how I read on the internet to test it, but I did read how to test using this and them, and then you test it the other way with this and them, and then if it sends a signal back through this, then it's broke. It's only supposed to do it through this one, and all three wires should read about the same. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to have to go and double check that myself. But yeah, I'm going to do that. But I'm also going to take it out and I'm going to check to see how well it's grounded, etc. Make sure that it's... Because something had to have blown the CDR unit originally for it to only have run on the one cylinder, and I've had that blown MOSFET. And somebody quite rightly pointed out, I think his name was Sam, if you're watching, thank you, that it could be that. Now, another thing, my mate Richard, he's suggesting I pop the valve covers off and take a little look-see at the valves. He's thinking maybe I've got a valve hanging up somewhere, hence why there's so much coughing back throughout of the intake again. It just so happened to catch it right the other day, that's why it ran. So possibly sticky valve. I'm not confident that's what the problem is there. It makes sense to me, so it's going to be worth checking. But it ran beautifully when it ran, as you may have heard. If you haven't, go back watch 16.5. Yeah. So I'm on with this first. I'm going to go and do some testing and some cleaning and what have you, and then I'll bring you back if I find anything out. This was an impromptu video that I haven't planned, so I'm not entirely sure when the rest of this is going to get filmed or done or what or where we're going with this. But as I put this on the bench, I thought I better document this. Right, we're even with that impact screwdriver thingy that you weld with an hammer. They're not turning. Yeah, just a bit pain in the arse. As you see, there's an earth there. So I'm fairly confident it's shitted up, and I don't know if it has to have a connection to this, like a clean connection, but yeah, it's not looking great. So I at least want to take it out, clean stuff up, and then test this wiring. For now though, I think I'm just going to test the wiring with my trusty shite multimeter. I'm not sure entirely what I'm doing. I'm going to have to go back to a fucking YouTube video while I'm doing it. So yeah, I'll just come back with the findings. Right, so continuity testing. I've got a wire connected to the black, which is the earth. Well, hang on, we'll start again. I had it connected to the red, and then I used the black probe to test the plug. And we got connectivity, and we had 55, whatever the bloody hells they are, come up here for each pin. 55, 55, 55, all the same, all connected, lovely jubbly. So then I connected it over to the earth and tried the same test again. And now I'm getting, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, I'm getting a reading back through the earth. Does that mean that's blown? Sounds right to me. If I've tested that correctly and you know, pop a comment in the answers. Really appreciate it. Because like I say, the electrical side of stuff is not my forte. I'm dead chuffed that I got as far as I did with the CDI unit and fixed it. So, and I'm 100% that that's fixed, because I always second guess that all the time and checking my spark, and it's definitely got spark on front cylinder now every single time. So yeah, I had none when I got it. Right, so what I need to do now is try and strip this off here, I guess. See if it's anything to do with corrosion on this doodah here, and see if I can clean it up, see if it tests differently, or I'm just going to have to put it on the list of stuff we're going to need to order probably. So let me see if I can get it out. More wacky with that and that. Well, that's not happening. All I've done is make a bloody mess. I was dead gentle too. Yeah, it's got to be an internal short if it's passing signal between that and then that as well, surely. Maybe I don't even need to take it out, maybe I just need to replace it. I can get a new one of these things, that's not the end of the world. Let me keep asking about a bit and then we'll see. I got one out by grinding and slotting it. I had to bastardise this a bit to grind and slotting it, but it still won't come out. There's not a lot left of it. I think we're going to attempt to drill it out next. After choosing violence with the hammer, then the grinder, and then chose violence with the drill. That's ready to come out now at least though. Okay, so that's that removed. It doesn't look too bad behind there, to be fair. It's a little bit corroded, a little bit wet. Yeah, I'm still going to clean it all off, and then I don't know, hopefully by that time I've edited and posted this video, and then somebody would have told me whether I need a new regulator or not. But to be fair, for the money they cost, I might just order one. You'll have to wait till the end of the week though, because I'm keeping it right now. Right, so I've been cleaning stuff up with some wanky petrol, but it's not coming as good as I'd like. So what I'll need to do now is find, I don't know if any of you are plumbers out there. I've done a bit of plumbing in my time. But you know that stuff you use to clean copper pipe, sorry, it's like a mesh stuff. I've got some of that somewhere. It's really good for cleaning up connections and stuff and what have you. And yeah, I'm going to try and find that wherever it's bloody gone, and clean up the inside of here, clean up that, and see about mounting it back together for now. Don't know what else we're going to do today. Do I make a template to make a ship flicker so we can cut out and destroy a perfectly decent back mudguard there? Maybe, like I say, there's no plan to today. I'm just out here cracking on, seeing what goes on. Let me see if I can find that shite and get that cleaned up. While you're cleaning random bits of corrosion that's causing dust all over your shed and you don't know what it is, always make sure to not wear any sort of breathing apparatus and to take a good breath and breathe it all in. No, don't do that. Right, I've cleaned that up, and as you can see, I've used new fasteners. I've not skimped out and just put the old shit back on. Well, I'm going to see if it's tested any different on the bench over here. Now I've done that. It's not the end of the world if it don't. I'll just not refit it at the moment. Yeah, let's see what that brings up. Right, so I did the continuity again. We got the continuity through the red wire into there, and we got continuity through the black wire into there, which, like I said, doesn't make no sense to me, because I think that means that something's broken inside it. But never mind. I also then did some ohms testing on that 2K setting. I don't know how to use my multimeter properly. Yeah, and all the pins came back the same when I'm wedged. That's the resistance, obviously, isn't it? Yeah, so we're the same and it's fucked all along the board, or it's fine. I don't bloody know. Yeah, really, I need to do some tidying up and sort myself out in here. And it's a bit chilly today. I've even had to put my long johns on, you know. I've got a second jumper on under me, this jumper, just warm myself up. This little radiator is next to bloody useless unless you actually sat on it. But here's what it is. I don't know what else it was I was going to crack on with next. So I fucking forgot. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when, boom, it's gone. I've got really bad short-term memory from an accident I had years ago. Yeah. You'd think I'd get used to it by now, but it drives me up the fucking wall. What was I doing? We put that back together. Bodge the old screws back in. Test. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm going to go and have a brew, and then I'm going to go and have a read and see whether what I've said about that being, it shouldn't be through the black and the red. See if that's correct. Because yeah, then I'm 100% sure if I'm right and I'm wrong. Then I can fit it if I'm wrong. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Right, brew time's cold.
And what we should be getting here is a similar reading.
Right, I'm watching the video and I'm talking bollocks about the black. All it's saying is basically that I should be getting the same reading on each pin via the red wire, and I am. Now it's a lower reading than what he's getting on his there. His is quite well, like a 1.218 or something like that. Sure, I can't remember what mine were. Mine were a lot lower than that, but they were all consistently the same. So is it broke? I don't know. I think I'm going to refit it. I've been speaking to somebody on and off on the Virago single carb forum as well. Another forum I've joined to try and get some help. And a Frenchman, I can't think of his name, he's actually been sending me some information that he thinks will work to get it to run better. Yeah, to be fair, he sounds confident in what he's saying, more confident in what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to probably do what he says. I think he said lift my needle to the third setting. And I think he said keep increasing the pilot jet up like 0.5 at a time and until it works. I'm sure that's what he said. And I think he said that I've had to translate all this, by the way. I can't speak French. I think he said something about, what did he say? I can't think now. But yeah, he's giving me a couple of little things to check anyway. But he reckons that 15 pilot jet's definitely too small as well. So yeah, we'll see. It only ever run on a 15. Somebody else told me my pilot jet was too small. It wanted to be a 35, and all I had was 32.5. I put that in yesterday and it didn't run. Surely that's close enough. It should have been able to have cracked off and run. Surely? Don't know. Okay, so according to his video, my readings are saying that the rectifier side of it is good. It's rectifying it from AC to DC current all the other way around. Can't fucking remember now what he said. But either way, it's doing that. And it's the regulator side of it that could possibly be at fault. It says But to know that for sure, you've got to plug it back in, start the bike up, rev it up, and then multimeter on the battery to see whether it's charging over 15 volts. If it's charging over at 15 volts, then the regulator's knackered. Right, that poses a problem because I can't even get the bastard thing to start at the minute. So, yeah, fuck knows. I'm going to finish my coffee and then decide what I want to do today. I might just go out and see if it'll start. I've got everything set how it was the other day. Shouldn't be no reason why I couldn't get it to crack off. But like I say, I couldn't get it to crack off yesterday for love of the money. It's a love-hate relationship with this Virago, 100%. Right, so in speaking with a geezer called Sam on the internet, he informs me that, yeah, mine's definitely not right, being as low as a reading as it was, being only like a 3.0. The geezer on the video I watched, his was like 1.198 or something, you know, it's basically like 1.200. Yeah, mine were just 30. So, yeah, I should have thought really that's not right, but they were all the same. So just probably means they're all fucked the same. No drama, it's not the end of the world. I'll have to get another one ordered, won't I? Yeah. I'll have 5-10 more minutes in the house, warm up a bit more. Then I'm going to go outside and then, I don't know, see what else we're going to do. See what else we can do while we're, yeah. I mean, like I say, I can't hold that to the end of the week. So, it is what it is. Right, so after coming back out and retesting it and checking my figures and talking over with this Sam lad, yeah, it's fucked. Is that why it's not running properly? Is that why we've got sometimes maybe an intermittent spark? Who knows? Because I don't right at this moment in time. But that means I've got to get one of them on order. It's probably best to be safe than sorry to do that before we start trying to run it up again anyway, because I don't want to be destroying the CDI unit by overcharging it or what have you. And yeah, so it's a sort of step backwards in what I expected to be a step forwards. Story of my life on this Virago, to be fair. Every time I think I'm progressing, I end up being a step or two back again. So, I'm not going to cry about it. It's just the way that it is. Yeah, it's just a shame. You know what I mean? I was so close to being able to get it right running now, and just sort of basically fine tuning. Now I'm going to have to leave that until I've at least got one of these sorted, just to be sure. Oh well, I've got other things I need to be doing, like around the house, in the garden, and stuff to do, like for preparation for my daughter's birthday. So yeah, it's not like I ain't had other things to do. Got some jobs this week coming in and all. A couple of cars that need some work, so that should be right. Yeah, well, let's call it day then, really, aren't I? So I've got a truck coming in with a cam belt wanting doing this week. The parts for that should be delivered here today. I've got my son inside at the minute watching for any deliveries, but he's moaning he wants to go to his girlfriend's, so I can't really progress anymore with that. If it's not running, I don't see no point in making a mudguard for it yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day for the day. Which is a bit of a shit, because like I say, I was hoping to get it cracked off and running again today, even if it was just for that small period of time like I had it running before. But it is what it is. I'm not going to stress about it. If you like the video, consider subscribing, give it a thumbs up and all that bollocks. If not, who gives a shit? And I'll catch you next time. Cheers.